from lunch break. And you are back with Rotax Max Challenge Thailand for official practice number 2. And later in the day, after driver's briefing, we will have qualifying practice starting at 2:57 p.m. And the first qualifying heat number 1 will be at 3:33 p.m. But let's dial back. And first up we will have is Micromax Micro Rookie official practice number 2 at 12:50. So the time in Thailand right now is 12:46, 4 minutes before the first official practice number 2. Tomorrow, through our Facebook and YouTube live streams, we will be racing. And furthermore, we will also be sharing our live stream through Monomax and Sport 1 at 11:50 to 4 p.m. in those cable channels. But the Facebook and YouTube live streams will be on at the start of the event tomorrow. So this is the kickoff for the Rotax Max Challenge Thailand Championship. 3 minutes to go before official practice number 2. The last practice session drivers will have before qualifying practice. So the marshals just showing a 3-minute board as drivers get ready for official practice number 2. And with 3 minutes to go, we still see car number 56 rolling into pit lane, into Park Ferme, while the other mechanic measures the tire pressures. So they definitely has some urgent setup changes for official practice 2. So in official practice number 1, Jun Karo topped the timesheets. And then followed by Chinapat Vejabuti in second place. So Jun Karato absolutely flying out there in official practice 1. And he is one of the youngsters who are racing in the category. This is the Park Ferme environment. Here we see number 99 of Tantaj. And on the left side is the number 89 of Sirawit, marking the Mad 56 sticker on his helmet. So just 1 more minute left before the start of the official practice number 2. And for drivers interested in joining the Rotax Max Challenge Thailand Championship, you can always contact us through our social media accounts. We will always have administrators and official accounts replying to any of your demands. And we encourage you to join this championship. I think it's one of the best championships you can join in to kickstart your racing career. And here we go. Micromax and Micro Rookie official practice number 2 has just started. But so far it's already 32 degrees. So we are peaking in temperatures already. course, with the increase in temperature, you're gonna have to be much smoother with the driving. Tire degradation is gonna exponentially increase. You really have to make sure you're smooth with the steering wheel, smooth with your inputs, and especially for the bigger categories like the junior drivers and the senior drivers. They're gonna have to take care of the tires a lot during the race. But we will see how it goes with this increase in temperature. What setups will have to be changed. They will have to try different things to see what works out, what's optimal. There we go, the number 56 gets away. So as they come around, 2 minutes have passed for official practice number 2. And not everybody has come out of the pit lane just yet and has crossed the start line. So we will have to see when all the drivers have crossed the start and finish line where the timetables stay. So as Jun Karato rolls around, he clocks in a 59.8. So your top 5 right now is Sirachach, Chinapat Vejabuti, Kalen Delsi, Siravit, and Dantach. So Jun Karato not finding the pace he wants, like in official practice number 1 just yet. We will see if that is due to tire temperatures or is something not working out for him. It will be interesting this afternoon to see how these youngsters do on track once we pass qualified practice. So here we go, 4 minutes left on the clock, and Jun Karato jumps to the top of the leaderboard. So Jun Karato clocks in a 57.6, followed by Chinapat Vechabuti. So Jun Karato 3/10 faster than Chinapat Vechabuti. Vechabuti catches up by 1/10, 57.8 now for Vechabuti. The timetables have not been updating, but from what I can see on my screen, Jun Karato clocks in a 57.6 last lap, followed by Chinapat Vechabuti, 57.8. And Sirachach and Khalid both doing 58 points. Sorry, Sirachach doing 58.0 and Kalen Delsi doing 58.2. So far, Jun Karato has improved his leading margin, 57.5 now. And Chinapat Vechabuti follows, improves to a 57.78. So still 2/10 separate the two drivers. Not having the best last lap. He only clocks in at 57.8, still 3/10 slower than his best lap. And on screen so far is the number 35 and the number 98, which is Kalan Delsi and Sirachach. Sirachach seems to be 1/10 faster, and he tries to go down the inside into the Mickey Mouse. It's gonna be a little less hesitant for that to work out in that corner. And a little bit of minutes left for official practice number 2. And so far, your top 5 still stays the same. Jun Karato leading, followed by Chinapat Vechabuti. Third place is Sirachach Ongbangnoy. Fourth place is Kalen Delsi. Fifth place is Siravit. Last lap, Chinapat Vechabuti clocks in a 57.636, half a tenth slower than Jun Karato's best lap time. Knowing that this will be the final official practice, it'll be so close coming into qualifying. Another driver has broken the sub 58. Kalen Delsi clocks in a 57.977. And Sirachach so close into breaking that sub 58. There's a 58.000. Here we go. Our timetables have updated on the live stream's screen. Send support through the comments. But so far, steady official practice number 2. And on the Facebook, we already have 1,200 views for our live stream. So keep sharing, keep liking, keep supporting this championship. I know this kickoff will be an interesting one on Sunday. So here we go. 30 seconds left on the clock. And Jun Karato rolls around. He does not improve his best lap time. Chinapat Vechabuti in this particular session is only half a tenth slower than Jun Karato. So between these two, they will be the ones fighting for pole position. So that was Micromax and Micro Rookie official practice 2 done. Next up at 1:03 p.m. we will have our Minimax and Mini Rookie official practice number 2. And we can not only appreciate the drivers for all their hard work leading up to this championship, we need to appreciate the mechanics, the photographers, the parents, the investment that comes into the motorsports world can be overwhelming. So big props to everybody involved in making this event happen. Here we go, 2 minutes left before official practice number 2. From official practice number 1. It was Pirapong Pansutamno. And I can't quite remember who was the other one, but there were 2 drivers extremely close for top 2. So we will have to see how that plays out in the second practice session leading up to qualifying. And here we go. Drivers now roll out of Parc Fermé. So drivers now lead up to their first hard laps of official practice number 2. And the tire pressures, I would imagine, are not up to optimal standards just yet. So we will start to see the timetables change quite a few times during the span of these 3 minutes. And I reckon it was raining earlier this night because there are still drops of water left on the runoff coming into the Mickey Mouse corner on your screen right now. The drivers aren't able to fully utilize the entry coming into turn 2 and 3. So we will definitely see them go slightly faster on Sunday's race. Love seeing the young generation get into the 115 of Kanpoga is not happy with this session so far. He gives a big no-no from his visual cues and he's not happy as he sits in 6th position, but this is a big group of 4 cars. 177 of Tanarawat Vejabuti leading the pack, followed by number 109. So everybody in this group trying to assess their strength and weaknesses before qualifying. And Patapol Gal Ganjanasset right on the dot, 55.096. Rapid pace from Porsche DNA. Still 3.5 tenths behind Patapol Gal Ganjanasset. Tara Vejabuti being chased down by the number 109 of Pirapong Pansutamno as he jumps to the top of the leaderboard, breaking the sub 55s. Pirapongpan Sutamno, 54.878. 2/10 separate P1 and P2. And the top three are extremely close to each other. 2/10 separate P1, P2, and P3. Just a little bit of a gap, just a little bit of a mistake could cause you pole in qualifying practice. These guys really have to be precise. These guys really have to know what to do in each lap. Tanurat Vechabuti improves to a 54.921. We are slowly seeing the groups in this category get closer to each other. Tanurat Vechabuti pulling off to the left-hand side, letting Pirapongpan Sutamno lead. Tanurat Vechabuti, the one with the draft now. Let's see if he can improve his session. These drivers driving incredibly smart, trying to assess where they're lacking in driving style, where they're lacking in their lines, where they're lacking in setups. From what I've said before, the build-up towards the weekend can be so important. And Pirapongpan improves his lap time to a 54.862. So a small minor improvement for Pirapongpan. And we can start to notice Tanurat getting just a little bit of a gap. Tanurat Vechabuti not able to keep up with Pirapongpan so far. I would reckon these drivers are all on new tires. At least most of them are on new tires to prep their setups for qualifying. The reason they have to change for official practice number 2, not the first one, because official practice number 2 is the closest you'll get to conditions for qualifying. As clouds start to roll in, many of the teams that I have talked to downstairs have said it might start to rain very, very soon. Pirapongpan improves again to 54.798. Tanurat still a 10th behind Pirapongpan. Followed by Tanurat Vechabuti. Third place is Patapol Galganjanaset. Fourth place is Natawat Sutamno. And fifth place is Palat Panjapol. And on screen so far is the number 165 in the Intrepid chassis of Patapol Galganjanaset. But as tire degradation starts to kick in, drivers aren't able to perform the fastest laps anymore. We can start to see some people already pitting. Things are getting spicy for qualifying practice. So with 1 minute left, Virapongpan Sutamano dominates the Minimax and Mini Rookie official practice number 2. But we can never count out Tanarat Pechabuti, Patipol Gal Ganjaneset, Natwat Sutamano, or Palat Panjapong. All drivers in the category extremely capable of taking the win on Sunday. And with 20 seconds left, the checkered flag comes out for the end of OP2. So that is it for official practice number 2. Your top 5 does not change. And so next up we will have the Junior Max and Junior Rookie official practice number 2. It starts at 1:16 p.m. is the starting time. So 3 minutes to go. Here we go. This is the Park Ferme grid for the Junior Max and Junior Rookies. And on screen so far, the number 236 of Kantapat Narin Suk Santi. This is the number 289 of Tanatas. Behind him is the number 266 of Wachirawit. Right in front of Wachirawit is the number 235 of Nado. So an interesting participant for this category as we are almost getting started for official practice number 2. One minute on the board. And we can already see behind for Park Ferme, the Senior Max and Max Master drivers getting ready to go into Park Ferme. Pumsip Glomajong leads the group. The rest of the pack follows. In official practice number 1, Panustian Mangkong was the fastest by quite a big margin. But let's see what the rest of the pack can do to stop Panustian Mangkong from dominating in this category. Yeah, it will take 2 to 3 laps for the tire pressures and tire temperatures come up to optimal. Very nice shots of the junior drivers coming into the final corner. You can see them sliding across the marbles. And it just showcases how low these cards are to the ground, giving optimal center of gravity grip. But already Panustian Mankom showcasing his speed. Of course, you would imagine these drivers are on new tires. They get used to the grip before qualifying practice. And so Stian Mankong already putting in a 54.8. 2/10 faster than Nadol. Nadol, of course, has the pace as we have seen in official practice number 1. And he has actually become the fastest one in official practice number 1. So let's see who can top the timesheets this time around. Now in Dase 53.3. Have to wait for tire temperatures to kick in. And optimally, these Mojo D2 tires will kick in around lap 3. Drivers really have to manage the traffic. Pumsik Glomajong, Pan, and Panustian Mankong all in clean air, ready for the hot laps. Number 212, Mikhail being followed through by Chisanopong in the number 233. 3 minutes have passed and Panustian Mankong breaks into the sub 53s, followed by Tas Mueang Siri. Tas Mueang Siri tops the time charts, 52.832. Less than half a tenth separate P1 and P2. That is still not quite on it. Almost 3/10 slower than Tas Mueang Siri. But Nadol was able to showcase his capabilities in official practice number 1. And Panustian Mankong 2/10 faster than Tas Mueang Siri, 52.692. So he's definitely still got a little bit of it back in him. Nadol back in the sub 53s, 52.877, still almost 2/10 slower than Panu. On screen so far is the number 258 of Tas Mueang Siri. We can see the difference in chassis years. The new CRG cart having a different bumper configuration for better aero. That'll be interesting to see. Oh, Tas Mueang Siri, just a little bit of a tap onto the grass. That would most definitely affect his lap. A small mistake, just the slightest of mistakes, can cost him time. Let's see as he comes around. What will his lap time be? So Tas Mueang Siri clocks in a 53.0. The person that actually improves is Nadol. Nadol back in the 52.80s. Now only 1/10 behind Panustian Mankong. The top 3 running just merely behind 2/10 of each other. Kind of sends it down the inside of Pumsik Glomajong. Pumsik Glomajong, an extremely capable driver in the mini and micro categories as we have seen in previous years. As we give him more time for him to transition, we have seen several drivers struggle with transitions between Mini Max and Junior Max. when he's given the time to do so, I think he will be able to shine. So far, your top 5 is incredibly competitive. P1 is Panu Stianmankong, 52.69. P2, Nadol, 52.8. P3, Tasmungsri, 52.8 as well. P4 is Nawin Dase, clocking in at 53.0. And your top 5 finishes with Wachirawet, 53.0. So only your top 3 has broken into the sub 53s. Panu, of course, has improved again. The hundredths of a tenth margin. And now Windase has now broken into the sub 53s. So your top 5 now, less than 4 tenths separate each other. Less than 3 tenths now separate each other. Spicy stuff as we move towards qualifying practice. We are on board with the number 235. The number 233 coming in for carburetor setup changes. Again with these Rotax engines, because they're all very equal to each other. The carburetor setups, just a little few millimeters of tweak can mean tenths. It's really up to the driver and the mechanics to work together, squeezing out those last few tenths. But so far, Panu Stianmankong doing an incredible job to stay on top of the leaderboard. And this is the number 264 of Pumsik Glomajong. And I'm trying to see what he has done to the cart. With 1.5 minutes left, let's see if any of those setup changes make Pumsit any faster. But he still needs to catch up 5 tenths towards Panu Stianmankong, and that is an incredibly difficult job to do so. And so with 1 minute left for official practice number 2, your top 5 stands with Panu on top, followed by Nado. Third place will be Tas Mungsiri, followed by Nawin Dase. And ending your top 5 with Wit Chirawit. So this is the number 233 of Chisanapong, as he has just done a carburetor setup change, and he comes around for the final lap. Let's see if he will improve. No, he will not. So your top 5 stands the same with Panu on top. There's such competitiveness. We'll have to see coming into qualifying practice who will be able to snatch pole position. Then again, you can always follow through our live streams on YouTube and Facebook. And through tomorrow, we'll have our live streams on Monomax and Sport 1 as well. So through your cable TV channels, you will also be able to watch Rotax Max Challenge Thailand for the kickoff. So that was it, the Junior Max and Junior Rookie official practice number 1. Number 2, sorry. So next up we have Senior Max and Max Masters. That will start at 1:29 p.m., which is 3 minutes. And on your screen so far is the BAHRAIN group of cards, the number 342 and number 360. And behind now is the energy card fleet. I'd like to say I love James Cheng in the number 317. His helmet design is quite nice. And helmet designs are really particular towards a driver. And it's personally I feel it's the most valuable thing for the equipment of a racing driver. This is the number 331 of Austin Gale. And behind is the number 344 of Vorapong. And beside him is the number 383 of Siri Kong Siri. And the number 318, Panyakon Aram Rasami. So the biggest field of Rotax Max Challenge Thailand so far is the Senior Max and Max Master category. So here we go. Senior Max and Max Master official practice number 2 has started. The official practice 2 is quite important for leading into qualifying practice, especially for drivers, but also for us viewers. We'll be able to sort of hint out which driver is on pace with new tires on before qualifying starts. And of course, this doesn't necessarily fully determine who will snatch pole, but it will help hint who will top the timesheets in qualifying practice. And there's already some drivers not happy with the setup changes they made. Hot Republic fleet, leading by Panyakon Aram Rasami and followed by Warapong. So still not much action happening so far in practice sessions, but this will definitely be escalated as we transition towards qualifying practice at 2:57 p.m. Here we go. So the top 5 so far. Clifford Ganjanapas, 51.4, 5 tenths faster than second place. Nishimura clocking in at 51.85. Third place. So now Win has just moved up into second place. And Panyakorn snatches first place, from Clifford Ganjana Pass. Panyakorn clocks in 51.2. Clifford comes back into second place. 1/10 separates Panyakorn and Clifford Ganjana Pass. So far your top 5. Panyakorn Aram Rasmi, second place Clifford Ganjana Pass, third place Warapong, fourth place Siri Kong Siri, fifth place Nawin. I would imagine now would be the time that tire pressures and tire temperatures have fully kicked in, and we can now see the hints of what qualifying practice would look like. 3 to 4 minutes past, this is the optimal time to be hot lapping and lapping in your best lap times, drivers. And as fast as that, Toby Gale snatches the top of the leaderboard, 51.1. 1/10 faster than Panyakorn Aram Rasami. Panyakorn Aram Rasami comes back with a 51.2, half a tenth, still slower than Toby Gale. Third place is the older of the two Gale brothers, Austin Gale, 51.273, 1/10 slower than his little brother. Fourth place, Clifford Ganjana Pass, 51.3. Fifth place, Siri Kong Siri. And there we go. Now the table is up on your screen. So, over 6 minutes just have passed for official practice number 2. The optimal tire cycle has just passed, so this will be the time where lap times are starting to fall off now. But the Siri Kong Siri still managed to find some life out of his tires. 51.479, still 3/10 slower than Toby Gale. Only 3/10 separate the top 5. As Austin Gale and Clifford Ganjana Pass, third and fourth position running almost identical lap time. The margin of error in this category is extremely low. Little misplacement, little misjudgment of speed in each corner can ruin your lap times. As we can see, the 2025 bumper configuration of the Burrell cart, Austin Gale driving. A little hole, as you can see, venting air towards tires. This can also be seen through several Burrell carts. Number 73. Toby Gale. Inner tire, we can see. In the bumper designed by the factory to allow wind to be redirected towards his front tires. And now Toby Gale has finished his OP2. So interesting stuff happening in official practice before we lead towards qualifying. 2 carts in the service lane, number 360 of Paco Miguel. But the number 359 not happy with his lap time. Nawin Natinapanon not happy with the performance he has in official practice. This again is the fleet of energy carts. So the racing in this category will be as intense as every year so far, as we have seen. So 1.5 minutes left. Drivers will have roughly 1 lap before the end of official practice. And here we go, almost the end of official practice for Cinemax and Max Masters. So after Cinemax and Max Master, official practice 2 will finish. We will transition into driver's briefing for both micro and mini drivers at 1:44 p.m. So driver's briefings will start at 1:44 p.m. for micro and mini drivers. And for the junior and senior and Max Masters drivers, we'll start at 2:17 p.m. So after official practice 2, we'll cut the live stream and come back at 2:47 p.m. for qualifying practice for the youngsters in Micromax and Micro Rookie.